Hey, what's happening, everyone? Trader Tim from EminiMind here. A little bit different chart setup today. I wanted to show you what I've been poking around with. This is the TopstepX platform. Um, I I primarily trade on Thinkorswim, um, and I've used Infinity Futures for many years. TradeVate in the last handful of years, but mostly all my charting and everything's been done on Thinkorswim. And lately, a lot more people have been going through the TopStep Combine and becoming funded and trading accounts through TopStep and either continuing to trade with TopStep or go back to go to their own funded account, their own personal account, and using the kind of the TopStep Combine as a validation process. So had a lot of traders talking about this new TopstepX platform, so I just wanted to poke around with it a little bit, and it's pretty nice. Very simple as far as the trade ladder goes, but more importantly, this trading view for charts. If you've traded with TradingView, you know that their charts are super clunky. So I would always just use the trade ladder in TradingView, but then use Thinkorswim for all my charting. And if you're interested in going through the TopStep Combine to get a funded account, this is a really good route to go. This TopstepX platform, and a couple things that are really nice about not using your own capital, obviously limiting your risk, but just being able to focus on your trading and scale up your contracts without having to grow your account right off the bat. As long as you can, you go through the combine and get a funded account and then build up a little cushion before you increase your contract size. That way, you're not going to get stuck having to go back into a combine and pass to get another funded account. So there's a couple little things that people have been doing to, yeah, kind of game the system in a way where, maybe you're not holding on for such large profit targets until you get that buffer in your funded account. And then the other interesting thing, which kind of is what sparked me on taking a peek at this TopstepX X platform, is with TopStep, you can have multiple accounts, multiple funded accounts, and then you can copy the trades from one account across all the accounts, or essentially mirror the trades. So if you're trading, a $100,000 account with two contracts, you could essentially have an additional two accounts and copy those two trades, those two contract trades, into the other two accounts. And so now you're effectively trading six contracts with the drawdown parameters based off of one account, because there's three separate accounts. So there are some pretty cool benefits there. And if you get up, you all of a sudden you start trading 4 and 5 lots across one account, and you multiply that by 3. Now you can be trading 15 contracts and kind of leveraging your leverage in a way, but still keeping your risk contained. And so, yeah, lately I've had a lot of folks, getting passing the combine, getting funded accounts, and just wanted to kind of highlight this TopstepX platform and throw it out there as something that might be worth checking out to kind of further your trading. Like I said, you can do a few things to kind of game the system a little bit, as far as tightening your stop behind each candle to kind of get some quicker wins and some profits that may not be home run trades, but trades that can kind of quickly stack up, get you through hit the profit target goal, get to the funded account, build that cushion, and then you can start, increasing your profits or your contract size. So today we have a day after the Fed meeting, and yesterday was a no trade day for me since we did have the Fed meeting. Today I took the 15-minute opening range breakout right off the open, the first 15-minute bar that got filled right away. I was kind of tinkering with the TopstepX platform and on the 512 tick chart, doing a couple things, and then so I'm not counting those trades because that was just a practice account. But then this hammer down here I took, and then when we came up, we got this bullish engulfing candle. I put my stop underneath that candle, and then that's where I got taken out. So we rolled over after that. We did set up in a 50% short right at the overnight lows, and that was a trade I took in the TopstepX account off of the that was here, and that was here off of the kind of this green to red change on the 512 tick chart. I'll talk about that in another couple of weeks. Just something I've been tinkering with here with a couple other traders who've been going through the Top Step process and funding and all that kind of stuff. So not a whole lot in terms of tons of trades today. I got those puts. I'll close those out at the end of the day. Took some off on the first push down on Tuesday. That was a nice big move down right off the 50% here at the halfway back, 51.57. And then now that we're through the Fed meeting, we can close them at the end of the day. Tuesday, I've got the live trading session in the dashboard. You can watch for those trades. And then Monday, let's see here. Tuesday after the session, I did get the plus 20 on the opposing 15-minute. Unfortunately, Tuesday was one of those days where we came up and ticked right above the 15-minute high. So that was here, right above to fill the long, and then rolled over and got a quick plus 20 to the downside, but unfortunately got taken out of the long one first. And then on Monday, Monday had a handful of 1-minute trades, which was nice to get things going. I did post in the Discord those trades, but I will run through them really quick here. Sometimes it's nice to kind of get on the board early in the week, Monday. And so on this first trade, this little inverted hammer up at highs, we had these 3 red bars, and then this green bar formed a hammer and it made a lower low. And so just to kind of get into a profitable territory to start the day, I shorted underneath this bar, and then I covered, or I put my stop 1 tick above that hammer, and you can see it took me out to the tick, but it was nice to get on the board, so I don't feel too bad about that. And then 653, this hammer here, this was a nice little higher low off of the low here, and that one ran up. I had my stop underneath this bar here. That was kind of at a 50% retracement as well, like that. So my stop was under this bar, and then took well, it was a little over 3 points on that trade. And then the third one, 734. Oh yeah, this little hammer here. I tried, or nope, that was, oh, the inverted hammer. Yeah, 734 short. That was up here. It was almost a double top. And so this is what you really want to see when you have these hammer and inverted hammer trades. You get the inverted hammer, very next bar fills you, and the momentum just pushes right down. So a nice big red bar to follow it up. And then we came right to the 21 EMA with this hammer. I saw this hammer back here had gotten the push up, so I just brought my stop down up above that hammer. And same thing as that first trade, kind of came up, ticked me out, and rolled over. I would prefer to trail the swing highs on the way down, but like I said, kind of starting off the week, I was a little bit more aggressive with my stops, and that's fine. Ended up getting about 7 points on the day just from a couple small trades. And so you start, going back to the scaling conversation earlier, you start taking a couple of contracts, and then you get up to 4 or 5 contracts, and then if you can really scale 10, 15 contracts, you don't need a ton of points to turn that P&L into a really big number. So sometimes it's kind of daunting to feel like, well, if I trade one contract, I got to make 10 or 20 points to get $1,000 a day or $1,000 a week. But as you start looking at the numbers and the scaling, it's definitely achievable with less, with fewer home runs. So you can take a look at that TopStep platform. TopstepX is the new one, and if you have questions, drop them in the Discord. Hope everyone has a great weekend. We'll talk to you soon.